This is our third flight of the day on the Reptile Dragon 2, and I am very impressed with it. This time we try out a 4S pack inside of here. It is plenty fast. We'll do our usual climb to altitude, or we bank and get leveled out. And now we're gonna head straight over to the smoking stacks, and we're just gonna get a peep at what's going on over here. I will say that today was cold, around 43 degrees out, very humid. Rain was on and off, and as you can see, the clouds are very, very low. So, which is not bad. We don't mind. We can still see. Now we're right over the smokestacks, and we're just gonna circle this thing around, get a little peek, if we will, and try not to fly through it because we don't know what the smoke is, if it's vapor or oil or what. So we try to limit our exposure to it so that we don't, blind ourselves and not be able to see. But everything looks pretty well, and I will say today was a calm day, maybe 3 to 5 mile per hour winds, so it wasn't too windy out. If it would have been a little bit warmer, like 55 degrees, this would have been a perfect flight. But my hands were freezing, and I did forget my gloves for this flight, so we toughed it out for this one. Very happy with the 8x8 props on here. It would be nice to have counter-rotating props, but when you start getting to the larger sizes, it's kind of hard to get counter-rotating props in like an 8x8 pitch. So we do have counter-rotating 7-inch props that we could go to, but I like the amount of thrust that we have with these 8x8 props. You really don't need much throttle. 35 to 38% throttle gets you a decent cruise on this, especially on 4S. Even on 3S, you could still cruise it at 40% throttle. It's just not as fast as the 4S. The 3S is more efficient, and the 4S is faster. So if you're trying to get out somewhere fast, you would put the 4S in. If you're trying to extend your flight time, you would just run the 3S. I plan on running this on 3S. I don't too much care for high speed on this one. So yeah, 3S is perfect for this. And as far as for the HD camera, all we did was taped the run cam thumb to the nose, like directly on the nose, not on top or anything like that, like directly in front of the nose is where we placed this camera. And I'm very happy with how it turned out, but I'm thinking, what if we could build a contraption, out of a servo that kind of acts like a gimbal. Obviously not as good as a gimbal, but that can kind of counter steer the tilting of this. But we'll see. I haven't run this through GyroFlow. I know GyroFlow can smooth this out a little better, but this is just raw video. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, and I'm gonna finish this landing.